It's review time. Activate beast powers.
Are you ready? Say it's morphin' time.
It's review time. While you're here, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. Also, check out and subscribe to my group channel, Comic Frontline, where the Frontline 6 come together every Tuesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time for Frontline Live to discuss all the latest news in geek culture and our top 5 comics of the week. Continue the conversation on the Frontline Discord. Be sure to check out ComicFrontline.com for the latest previews, reviews, news, and interviews, along with fun, unique features and daily updates. And don't forget to follow me, Comic Book Theater, Media Manus, and Comic Frontline on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Comic Book Theater. Jay here with another phenomenal Power Rangers Beast Morphers review. Today I'm going to be reviewing Episode 8, which is titled The Cybergate Opens. Now this is the debut of the Silver and the Gold Ranger. I'm also going to touch on some of the controversy from yesterday, but that would be near the end of the episode. So what I want to say is this episode starts off with, Nate is developing these striker morphers and some more weapons. And he needs to go outside and he needs to collect some animal DNA. But the Rangers are like, you can't go outside because you're too small and you can't defend yourself. So we got to be there to be your chaperones, to be your bodyguards. So Nate's like, okay, let's all go. So he goes and he collects the first DNA sample, which is a praying mantis. I know a lot of people don't like that they're using a praying mantis, but I think with the Zord and the secondary mode, beyond the vehicle mode, I think it kind of makes sense. I think the way that they have it, the way that Hasbro made the toy, makes it look more praying mantis-y than it does a beetle. It looks better it looks more like that than a rhino beetle. And the horn could be just the head of the, instead of the horn, I think it's just going to be like the head of a praying mantis, who has like that weird shaped head. It goes like that. So I think that's what they're going to say it is. I hope that's what they're going to say it is. But anyway, I digress. Back to the episode. So at the same time that that's happening, Scrozzle has completed the gate, but he needs Nate to be the one to create the silver beast spot so Evox can come and possess it. So Blaze and Roxy are like, oh, he's small, we can get him, no problem. He's not going to be a problem to capture. And while, the Rangers have to take on a monster, they tell Nate, you gotta go back home, and then it's like, but I need this scarab beetle's DNA, and they're like, just go back to base, and he's like, okay, and he gets the DNA, and Roxy and Blaze come grab him, take him, Scarsel tells him that he has to build it, Nate comes up with his own little plan, which is, what he does is, as Evox is slithering creepily, like, it's so cool the way he does it, because he's, like, all slow, and he's like, I'm gonna get the morphing grid would be mine, and he's, like, all slowly slithering out of the gate, and it looks really cool. I love that they made that gate that long for that. That was a really cool scene, I have to say. But Nate comes and he starts shooting the villains, and then he shoots the gate, and he's like, boom, boom, boom. And then he goes in there, and he grabs the DNA, and he morphs into the Gold Ranger for the first time, knocking down the Silver Beast spot. And then, no sooner than Nate morphs, the Silver Beast spot pops up, the horns pop up on the Silver Beast spot, and then he morphs. And we got the Silver and Gold Ranger, and they take on Roxy and Blaze, who comment on how, how can he be this strong? How can he be able to fight them like this? They underestimated their rival, which I thought was really fitting for this episode. And meanwhile, the Rangers are outside trying to get in, and they meet outside. He tells them that he's the Gold Ranger. he takes on the Tronics and the smaller monster. The Rangers go morph into the Zords. They defeat the bigger monster. They come back and he tells everybody what happened. And what happened was he figured a way to get not only the beetle DNA into the Silver Beast Spot, but also his human DNA, which is why a Beast Spot can morph, because he has both animal and human DNA. So it was a really cool thing. And then it was like, I always consider you guys my family, but now I have family of my own, and it was I love his personality. The Silver Beast Spot, he was like, you can call me Mr. Fantastic, super awesome, hard as steel. And Nate was like, okay, you're steel. Like, that's it. Like, you're just steel. Like, we don't have to go through all that other stuff. So, now that we got Smash, Cruz, Jax, and Steel. So, that's the Silver Beast Spot. And I'm interested to see how they play off of his personality in a larger scale, like, on a day-to-day basis and all that. I want to see how much of his personality is there. I also want to give a shout out to Ben and Betty because I thought they were great in this episode. I love their comedic timing and their interaction with each other because they do feel like real siblings, and they have the perfect amount of screen time where they don't hog it and they don't ruin the show. They just make you laugh at certain times when they do their little antics, and then they're off, and that's what I think they should be, and they're doing a great job with that. Hasbro really did up their game for their comedic duo. So I did want to touch on the controversy yesterday with Blake Foster. Blake Foster does not approve of Abraham Rodriguez as the Gold Ranger. Now, he says that he doesn't approve him because he was once a child ranger himself, and he thought that he was written very poorly, and it doesn't work out right when you have a child ranger as a ranger, a child as a Power Ranger, and especially not the Gold Ranger, who's supposed to be like this big silver, special ranger. And the way he went about saying it was by saying stuff about the actor. So he was saying, like, he's quoted a movie saying that he's an L7 weenie, and then he was like, do you even lift, bro, or something like that. So I think he has a right to opinion. He has a right to his opinion that he doesn't think that a child should be a Power Ranger anymore. And he also said that he doesn't, believe that Justin was the right choice either. But the way he went about saying it and achieving it was not critiquing. When you're critiquing something or stating your opinion about something, you don't attack anyone. I did not like Super Mega Force or Mega Force. I never once attacked the actors for that. I never said that they were L7 weenies or anything like that. I just said that the show was written badly. They had rushed scenes. It wasn't put together right. Those were critiques of the work, not of the people. And I think he started to pick on, Abraham Rodriguez, which, he's entitled to an opinion that he doesn't think that Abraham should be the Power Ranger. Fine, that's all you said, that would have been acceptable to the fan base. But you went on and you went a little bit further and you started to call him names. That is bullying. You may not consider it bullying, but it's bullying. I just think you need to man up, especially as a father. You need to man up, say that you were wrong, apologize to Abraham Rodriguez, apologize to the fandom, because you kind of became a little toxic ranger there. Just apologize to the fandom, apologize to Abraham Rodriguez especially, and, move on. I don't think you need to defend your actions because they aren't defendable. And I think that's why this episode was so perfectly timed, because everybody in the episode kept discounting Nate as a ranger, like, as a person. Like, they were like, oh, you're too small, you're too weak. And then Nate proves himself worthy of being the Gold Ranger, So I think it's very coincidental and very perfect timing for this episode, because I think it was just what the fandom needed, and it was just what Abraham Rodriguez needed, because we're embracing him as a Gold Ranger. He's so perfect as a Gold Ranger. I don't think I would want anyone else to be the Gold Ranger. You know, I wouldn't want an older person to be the Gold Ranger. He is perfect as a Gold Ranger, and I'm perfectly happy with it. I'm happy with the Silver Ranger. I'm happy with the Gold Ranger. So I just want to see more, but we're on hiatus now, so it won't be back until like August, maybe September. So I will be back with more reviews of them. I'll also be back with some Lightning reviews, Lightning Collection reviews. So one day next week I'll be doing those. And I got some other special things coming up. And, you know, other reviews. Let me know what you guys want me to review in the meantime. But as an episode, I'm giving this 4.5 out of 5 Power Bolts. I thought it was a really good, solid episode, and makes me look forward to episode 9.